Buddy Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Anime Nerdigan Live reaction video is going to be for Koi de Uso, aka Love and Lies, Season 1, Episode 7, titled A Silent Lie. And I gotta say right now, I really hate how the episode began, which it was like near the end of chapter 56. If it would have started like where at the scene where we left off, which was in chapter 54, and I'm sorry guys, I had to make sure after the opening song it was where I wanted it to be. I'm sorry, but I had to. If it would have started right there, I would have been so happy. But it's right where we left off in chapter 54, and oh my god, it was so, oh my god, the inner monologue's here. And his music, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I kissed her! Oh my god! Because I can't believe he kissed her. Because in the manga, we don't know what the fuck happened. Because what happens, all we get is a creak and it just says Lalana, and it's a black page. The fact that we got a kiss is just awesome. I'm so excited. So we're going into, and this is the end of chapter 54, and the rest of chapter 54 was adapted perfectly. And then we go to chapter 55, and you see we don't like it. I guess it's like implying with the black panel that they kissed, but like, I just love that we got to see them kiss. I'm so happy. The music was perfect. It was so perfect. Oh my god, that kiss! It makes me so happy. So we are in chapter 55 of the manga. That look in Lalana, I'm using the manga name because I fucking hate the anime name. That look in Lalana's eyes, like that innocent look with the tears coming down, it's just like, oh my god. Anime, you did a good job on this. This kiss was just, it was just good. Damn! This anime is making this shit steamy! Because the manga doesn't make it that hot and we just, as I said, at the end of the chapter, at the end of chapter 54, all we get is a creak. So we don't know what went down at all. So this is really good to see. It is making me happy right now. It is getting hot. I find it really interesting that they black screen it after they still had the black screen like they did in the manga, but like at a different spot. I find it really fascinating, but wow. This got way hotter than it did in the manga. Wow, I'm impressed, anime, that you went there, because a lot of other anime would have censored the fuck out of this. So great job, great job. This was definitely a steamy ass kissing scene. Wow. Wow, I'm just impressed. You kind of skipped an important detail here, anime, and it kind of annoys me. If nothing happens here, they might tell our schools or worse. I would imagine that's kind of a little important detail. But that's just a rumor, and this and that are two different things. We don't have to pretend was skipped. We're being watched, and I didn't want anything bad to happen to Lalana, so I thought that this was my only option. Was skipped. Alright, so we finished chapter 55. For the most part, chapter 55 was pretty good. Now we're getting to chapter 56's adaptation. There was just a little, there was just a couple of things skipped in the dialogue. So now, for the most, other than that, chapter 55 was pretty accurate. I think I understand why they skipped a little bit of dialogue in chapter 55. It was because of that steamy scene that we got. So I will accept that, because that kissing scene was good. That was a really good kissing scene. Now that I think about it, she's right. They never get away with that sort of thing was skipped. No, I don't mean it didn't ever even occur to me. It didn't even occur to you? That was skipped. I was just wondering how you're doing. Sorry was skipped. But I feel like there's a different meaning to what Lalana was supposed to say. This is based on the manga dialogue. It's like I lose myself. I feel like she means she'd lose herself, you know, in the passion. I feel like that's what she means. But like the way they worded it in the anime, to me it just didn't make any sense. Compared to if I'm comparing it to the manga dialogue, I feel like it didn't mean the same thing. Some classical music I'd heard before, but didn't know the name of Ring Through the Speakers was skipped. She said I couldn't look at her as she walked out the door. I'll go too was skipped. And the thing that bothers me about this scene is that it just continues where it left off from the well, it doesn't bother me that much, you know, because it started that way off in the beginning. I just really hate how this scene is, how it just like jumps. It feels wrong, if you catch my drift. It just feels wrong. Like the way I would have set this episode off, I said it at the beginning. I would have started where we left off, like, you know, that scene, the scene where right after the opening song, that should have been in the beginning, or like right where we left off. And then the scene that we had in the beginning should have been right at this point in the episode. Like, I feel like the flow of the episode at this point got really fucked up. I don't know what the fuck you guys were thinking at Anime Studio. What were you thinking by doing this? This placement just doesn't work. It feels so wrong. The transition feels wrong. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way. I want to know, especially from those that are, I really want to know from the anime onlys. Do you feel that transition is weird? And manga fans, like, are you just like, what the fuck is this? This feels wrong. As a manga fan, I'm just like, this is just wrong. And as an anime fan, like, you know, like looking at it from just like a, you know, a film perspective, you know, the flow of it, it just feels wrong. It just doesn't feel right. And maybe it's because I'm reading so much. Like when you read a lot, you get used to, like, you know, the flow of the words, and when you read, you get used to the flow of the scenes. Like, that's why, to me, this just feels wrong. It's just the flow of the scenes just feels wrong, and it's driving me nuts. I hate it. That's why I'm bitching right now. It just feels fucking wrong. I hate this. It like ruins this episode for me, and that sucks because this could have been a really good episode, but just this ruins it for me because you fucked up the flow of it. So now we're heading to chapter 57's adaptation. It's just, God, I'm sorry. I know I'm probably bitching too much about this, but God, it's just annoying. She read it and then ignored it. I guess I shouldn't be surprised was skipped. Or maybe just hurt. It must have been scary for her. It's just to have someone she doesn't really like do that to her. I think Lalana wants you, man. She does. She just has a weird way of showing it. Let's see. How much does it hurt a girl to force her like that? Lalana, this was all skipped. Gee, I just don't know was skipped. Some of this is skipped. Staying at home isn't doing anything for me, so I decided to come, but, let's see. Sup, Nenji, did you hear that story? That kind of thing really is my bag. I was laughing all day yesterday. I'm sorry, please don't talk about bags right now. Huh? What's this got to do with bags? Well, nothing. A lot of people showed up, huh? Looks like it. Kato is super into this. She was saying she'd kill anyone who doesn't show up. She would? This was all skipped. And we're gonna see my boy Nisaka in drag! Yes! I'm so happy! I was worried we weren't gonna see him in drag! Oh my god, I don't give a fuck if this dialogue is skipped. I just want to see Nisaka in drag! first half of chapter 58 are completely skipped. I'm not going to read the first half of chapter 58 because fuck it. I just want to get to my Nisaka stuff because I want to see my baby in Okama mode. And the rest of chapter 58 is fucking skipped. And I kind of understand why they're skipping so much and why they're rushing this, because unlike, say, Ballroom Yukoso and Yokai Apado, we're only getting 12 episodes. So I kind of understand why they're rushing the fuck out of this, to be honest. So, and it feels really rushed as well. So now we're at chapter 59 in the manga. I am going to read this part because this part was kind of skipped here. He's such a space case. He was well, this part was skipped and it should have been here because it was technically dialogue in this particular scene. He's such a space case. He was probably just zoning out again. Sorry, I know I just got back, but I remembered I still have some stuff to do, huh? But we can't get started without you. And Isaka and the others are waiting in the theater hall. When are you going to go over your lines? Sorry, I'll be there in just a minute. Just go on ahead. Here we go. And the rest of chapter 59 is skipped, and we're going into chapter 60, guys. Something that they don't mention in chapter 60 adaptation, otherwise it would have been perfect. So anyway, you're playing Romeo. You and Isaka on stage together, huh? I bet everyone's going to be talking about you two. I left early the other day, so I just found out now I'm behind the times. That was like the only thing skipped from chapter 60. Otherwise, it was perfect. So now we're going into chapter 61 of the manga. The saying is supposed to be a cat in a bag. It's driving me nuts that you're saying shit about pots when it's supposed to be cat in a bag. Ah. And the rest of chapter 61 is skipped. Wow, I gotta say, like, the more I'm watching this and, you know, following along with the manga and doing this live reaction, I'm realizing, damn, this shit is just rushing. Like, I understand why you're rushing anime. You just want to get to the Romeo and Juliet stuff, and I don't blame you, because Nisaka in Okama mode is bomb. So I totally understand why. The problem with this episode, as I said, it feels really rushed. And I think what this episode's suffering from is it's trying to do too much. Like, yes, I know the chapters are short. If you look at the manga chapters, they're not that long. But I feel like how they're adapting these chapters, or how they're choosing to adapt these chapters, I feel like they're just like, as I said, I feel like they're rushing to get to the Romeo and Juliet stuff, but I don't know. It just feels, it feels like they're trying to, I don't know if it's just me, it feels like they're trying to do too much in an episode, and it's really starting to bug me. Like, I don't know if they're just trying to rush to get to the Romeo and Juliet stuff. I don't know if they're trying to get to a certain government agent's backstory. If they are, oh my god, I will cry if they get to my boy's backstory. I don't think they will, though. That backstory is so fucking sad. So the first portion, god, this is just being so fucking rushed. The first portion of chapter 63 is being skipped, and keep in mind, like, we're adapting. Like, right now, where we're adapting at this point, and we're at the, hold on a second. We're at almost at the 15-minute mark of this anime. We are on the 9th chapter. What the fuck, Koida Uso? What are you doing? You are rushing faster than a Russian. What the fuck, man? God, we're at the backstory! Oh my god, we're at the backstory! Oh my god! I didn't think we were gonna get to this episode! Oh my god! Oh my god! This backstory is so fucking sad! I can't believe we're getting this backstory this week! Oh my god, this is why they were rushing to get Ujima's backstory. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe we're getting Ujima's backstory! I'm so excited! I've been waiting for Ujima's backstory! Oh my god! Be prepared! I'm gonna cry! Cause this is such a sad backstory! Oh my god! Why did you screw up the beginning? It was supposed to be he had a girlfriend and they liked each other since elementary school. Don't screw up my boy's backstory or I'm gonna be mad. Damn it. The animation is good though. I want to cry. You're ruining the story already. Stop it. She said I love you. She rejected her letter and she married her. Oh, this is about to get really, really sad what Ujima said. Because this is so similar to what Nechi is thinking. And it's really sad. The sad thing is, Ujima realized after he got his notice how precious she actually was. It's so sad. It's really sad. Oh my god. This is what I'm telling you guys, this is what I've been waiting for. Besides Nisaka going Okama mode. I have been waiting for this backstory, okay? You guys know who that girl was, right? It's his partner. Just wait till we get to that part. Oh my god, just wait till we get to that part in the manga when he tells Yukari about that. Oh my god, that part of his story is so fucking sad. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry so hard when we get to that part. Oh my god. Oh my god, that part is gonna make me cry. But this part is sad already. Oh my god, it's so sad. Poor Ujima! My baby Ujima! Oh, the letter from the Lana-chan was so sweet. That's one thing I liked that Lana-chan did. Instead of responding to the text message like an average person would, she sent a letter in response. I thought that was so sincere, and I really love that about her character. And I really like how we have this nice narration from... I like the narration that we got from Takasaki, but I really wish it would have ended with the narration from Yukari, where he says that he has like this energy from this letter, from the letter he got from Lalana. I think that would have just been a better ending. I still think, I feel like this, like, there was some really good parts to this episode, and this episode had a lot of potential, but this episode overall felt extremely rushed. It did. This episode was way rushed to me, and I didn't like how some of the transitions just didn't work for me. The flow, some of the flow of the episode it just didn't work. I just didn't like it. But I love that we got my babies. I got like that we got his backstory. I can't wait to see the other portion of his backstory if we're gonna get to it. But I'm really curious what you guys thought of this episode. Like, this episode had so much potential, but it's just so disappointing. And just so disappointing because these chapters are so short, and they could have done so much more with these chapters. Like, we could have had more dialogue with it, or we could have had a little bit more of the dialogue with it. We could have expanded on some of the scenes with it. But at the same time, I understand why, because there's only like 12 episodes this season compared to like, again, 20 to 24 episodes that we're getting with some of the other animes. But there could have been a way where they could have done this. Like if they would have saved the Ajima, if they would have saved the Ajima backstory for next week, like that would have been fine with me. They should have, in all honesty, they should have saved the Yajima backstory for next week. That would have been totally fine with me. It would have made a little bit more sense too. Like I would have been fine with like a little bit more of the Shakespeare, the cultural festival stuff. Like we could have, like, what we could have done is kind of maybe even retcon some of the Shakespeare stuff that we skipped in previous episode. I'm just very curious what you guys think. Do you guys feel like this episode was rushed to shit? Do you guys feel like that we should have gotten the Yajima stuff next week? And how do you feel about the flow of this episode? To me, there were some parts that were really good and some parts that were just the flow where it just didn't work for me. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to the Nerdigans Inc. expansion, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to the Nerdigans Inc. PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. All those links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on the Twits, aka Twitter. Follow my Twitch channel, friend me on PlayStation Network. All those links are in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.